Welcome everyone. It's good to have you once again. Today we are going to look at algebra involving fractions, and we have a very simple algebraic expression here. It says simplify x over x minus 3 minus x minus 1 all over x plus 2. We are going to solve this. Now, if you look at this particular expression, this is a fraction on its own, and then this is another fraction on its own. The value up is the numerator, while this one is the denominator. This is the numerator, while this is the denominator. In solving this, the first thing you will do is to look for the LCM of the two denominators. The LCM of the two denominators, look at it, LCM of x minus 3 and x plus 2. And x plus 2 is x minus 3 and then x plus 2. You can look at for other videos like solve LCM of algebra. Now let's continue. So just know that the LCM of these two is this. Now what you will do is to rule a line. Rule a straight line, because we are trying to combine these two fractions. Let's just combine these two as one. Let's bring them together as one. So now since we found the LCM is this. So the LCM, we are going to write it here, which is x minus 3 in brackets and then x plus 2 in brackets. So the next thing you do is to use the denominator here to divide the LCM, so that you have x minus 3 is going to divide this so that to cancel x minus 3. So x minus 3, when it divides, is going to cancel this out. It will now be left with x plus 2. So this x plus 2, use it to multiply the term that is up here. I repeat, you use minus 3 here to divide the LCM so that you cancel x minus 3. It will be left with x plus 2. X plus 2, you now use it to multiply the term that you have up here. So if you are doing that, x is going to multiply. So you write x, then open brackets, then x plus 2, you close the brackets. Then this minus, you write it here now. You bring it down. So here it will now be minus. And then the next thing you do, just exactly what you did on the left hand side, this x plus 2, use it to divide the LCM so that to cancel this one out. It will now be left with x minus 3. So x minus 3, you use it to multiply all the term that you have here, that you have up here, which is x minus 1. So before we do that, we are going to open the brackets because of this minus here. You open the bracket, you are using x minus 1 to multiply x minus 3, like I explained before. So that is that. Now the next thing you will do is to expand this bracket here. That is x minus 1 and then x minus 3. Let's expand it. But first of all, we can also expand this. Okay, so let's go to the next page and expand that. How do we expand? You use this x to multiply this x, and then use this x to multiply this 2. You use the term outside the bracket to multiply each of the term inside the bracket. So if you do this times this, it will give us x squared, and then this times this, it will give us 2x. Now going to the next page, we are going to have x squared plus 2x. That is if you expand this. And then of course this minus, let's take the minus there, minus that open bracket. So we are going to expand this one. Let us write it there. We are expanding that. We are using this one now. We are going to use this x. You use this x to multiply x, which is going to give us x squared, and then x times minus 3 to give us minus 3x. Then minus 1 times x will give us minus x, minus 1 times minus 3 to give us plus 3. So let's go ahead. Now x times x will give us x squared. So we are going to write x squared here. Here will now be x squared. And then what do we have here? X, this x here, this x times minus 3 to give us minus 3x. Yes. So we are going to write minus 3x, and then you go again, you use this x to multiply we are done with this x now. you are going to use minus 1 now. So minus 1 times x will give us minus x. So we come here and write minus x, and then what again? You use this minus 1. You've used this minus 1 to multiply this already, and then you use this minus 1 to multiply minus 3. It will give you plus 3. So at this point, you now have plus 3 here, and then you close the bracket like this, and then you rule, write the denominator again, which is x minus 3 in bracket, and then x plus 2 in bracket. Now, so what you do is to let's just clear the bracket so that we are done with that bracket. So what we're going to do is to write you write x squared minus 2x. Now this is minus, that is this minus here. I'm bringing it down here. Then now if you look at all these terms inside this bracket, all these signs here will change because there is a negative number outside. Now because we know that if you have a negative value outside, if you have negative outside the bracket, it's going to change all the signs inside the bracket. So I'm going to write this like this. The bracket is gone. I'm going to write x squared. I'm going to write x squared. Then this one will change to plus. This one will change to plus, and then this one will change to minus. So let's do that now. That one will now be plus 3x plus 1x, then minus 3. I've just changed them all over x minus 3 in bracket, and then x plus 2 in bracket. Now, so the next thing you do, if you look at this, you have this is plus x squared. You want to simplify plus x squared, and then we have minus x squared. So plus x squared minus x squared will give us 0. So it therefore means that x squared is gone. This, we just take this one out. They are gone. Read this one. I did not change it. It's supposed to be plus here. Yeah, this is supposed to be plus. So let's just go ahead. So we are using this now. This is plus 2x plus 3x. That will give us plus 5x. So 5x plus x will give us 6x. So we'll come here and we'll now write 6x, then minus 3 all over. We'll now write what we have here, x minus 3 in brackets, and then x plus 2 in brackets. So let's just go to the next page so that we can just so we'll just go over there and write the 6x minus 3 all over x minus 3 open brackets x plus 2. So what we need to do here is to factorize the numerator. So if you factorize, this is what we are going to have. Well, the HCF of 6x and 3 is going to give us 3. That is the highest common factor. So we are going to take the 3 out and then open the brackets. Inside it, we'll be left with 2x and then minus 1, close brackets. To confirm if it's correct, look at it. 3 times 2x will give us 6x. 3 times minus 1 will give us minus 3. So the expansion is correct. So what you do next is just write all over. You write x minus 3 in bracket and then x plus 2 in bracket. So there's nothing to cancel here. Please, this 3 here cannot cancel out this 3 here. This x here cannot cancel this x here. This 2 cannot cancel this 2. It's an error in mathematics to do something like that. So you are going to leave your answer like this. So this is the correct answer. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you. Please do like, subscribe, and look on the channel for other videos. Thanks for watching.